What's going on, people? This is the one and only Sway, and right now you're watching The Cream Magazine. Keep it locked. Peace.
And back up in the raves again. We got the crowd on the wave like it's a stadium. Call me the weatherman.
Hello and welcome to another exciting interview with The Cream Magazine, and today we're joined by the one, the only, and the super talented Sway. How you doing, brother?
Cool, family. How are you, man?
Doing very well.
Good stuff.
Now, first of all, let's talk about the new sound.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the new sound from Little Derek to the new sound now, it's a lot more electronic, it's a lot more dubsteppy. What made you progress? What made you want to change the sound?
Basically, man, you just have to adapt with what's going on in the times, man, but you got to stay true to yourself. Like, I've always been somebody that experiments with different kinds of music. I've worked with everybody from Ian Brown to Lupe Fiasco to Kaiser Chiefs to Stanton Warriors. So I never actually, although I'm a rapper and hip-hop is my spirit, I never actually just confine myself to one genre of music. So, I like to embrace whatever is going on in the climate today, and it's one of the reasons why I enlisted the help of Flux Pavilion on my latest single, Level Up, because Flux Pavilion is not only just a great dubstep producer, he's a great producer in general, and he helped me develop a sound on that record that is very current and very now.
So now you're signed to Freebeat on all around the world.
Correct.
And Freebeat's are very much a dance-oriented label.
Correct, yeah.
Did they kind of like push you in that direction, or was that just you saying I want to do that?
I mean, 3B, they don't really have much input in terms of what I do in the studio. They're a very great label in the sense that they give you the freedom to do what you want to do. It just so happens that our interests married each other. You know what I mean? The record that I actually got signed off the back of is a very hip-hop sounding record. You know what I mean? It was my decision to go with a record like Still Speeding first, and to follow up with Level Up. And and they stuck by that decision, and they've supported me all the way. And they're just a great label to be with, because although they are going through the Universal Music System, they are an independent, and I'm very used to operating on an independent level and having a lot of creative control, which they offer me. So it's a great position to be with, just before you even ask, I will say I'm still part of the Convict Music family as well. Yeah, I mean, those are my brothers, those are my family, and my mentors, Giorgio Twynefoot and Akon. They're people that I look up to highly, and they're always there to give me a helping hand whenever I need.
Yeah, but that's definitely something we're going to talk about, the Convict Music situation. Because when you got signed, that was just like something else. Like, even though you had links with Lupe Fiasco, no one actually thought that Akon literally, obviously you spoke to him a lot before that. Yeah. But from a public point of view, it just came out of nowhere. Yeah. It's like Sway signed to Akon. Like, can you tell us like how that happened?
I mean, me and Akon have got a real great synergy. I look up to him as a role model. I'm very proud of what he's achieved as another African in the diaspora, making things happen. And I've always had a great relationship with him, in the sense that anytime I've needed advice or needed help, or just somebody who can show me the way, sometimes Akon has been there to speak to. You know what I mean? And he's believed in my talents. Despite me living in England and him being from the American side of things, he understands that talent is talent, and he believed and he wanted to help propel that to the next level, which he did by making a record with me internationally. It helped take me to another level.
It did. It definitely got you a wider fan base.
Of course.
So we just said that you're still part of the Convict family. So are we ever going to see an album out?
Of course. I mean, Akon's on the new album, The Deliverance. You know what I mean? Like, it got Ed Sheeran on the album, got Mr. Hudson on the album. I mean, some really wonderful, exceptional talents managed to grace me with their presence for this album. So, of course, the album will be coming out 4th quarter of this year. It's called The Deliverance. It will feature, Still Speed and Level Up, and the following singles to follow.
Can you tell us, like, producers, have you got any big?
I mean, one of the best producers I've got on there is also a mentor of mine, also like a big brother to me. His name is Giorgio Twynefoot. Now, Giorgio is somebody that, he likes to, he's very humble, and he likes to be in the shadows a lot. But Giorgio is a superstar. Giorgio is a super producer. He's one of the greatest people I've heard do music. He produced, co-produced Titanium for David Guetta. He produced, a lot of the stuff for David Guetta, Sexy Bitch with Akon. He produced for Gwen Stefani, Sweet Escape. countless number of hits, Leona Lewis records, and it's just great to have him in my corner and have him, you know, working on this campaign with us. And yeah, he co-produced Still Speeding as well. So you know, he's definitely
someone to look out for.
Not even look out for, man. He's established in his field, but he's just somebody that it's great to have involved in my project.
I never knew that. So, Still Speeding achieved chart success.
Correct.
Like, good chart success.
Yeah.
What are you looking for Level Up to do?
I mean, Level Up for me, it's already succeeded in terms of I wanted a record that people were going to respect on the level of Still Speeding. I mean, because Still Speeding is such a powerful record in the sense that when I created that record, I wanted to do something that was uncompromising. I wanted to do something that reminded people of why people loved Sway so much in 2006. You know what I mean? And I wanted to capture the energy of Up Your Speed, but bring it into the 2012 the version. So, you know, like to follow up a record like that has so much passion and so much heart, it wasn't going to be easy. And I feel like we've managed to achieve that in terms of like the wide appeal of Level Up. I mean, you know, you know, Still Speeding translated well outside of my core fan base, but Level Up has taken it to a whole different level in terms of the kind of people who know about Sway. I mean, I have people coming up to me now like, yo, when are you going to release your first album? I can't wait. You know what I mean? They don't even know the history of me being around with this my demo and this is my promo and signature LP, which is a great thing because it means that I'm expanding, even though it's gradually, it's forever progressing and not regressing.
That's definitely something that we want to touch on, because still, like, when you have artists and they start doing the more commercial, you can say, like, their lyrics and their content come watered down.
Yeah.
That's something that you haven't done at all. Like, if you listen to Level Up or Still Speeding, you're still giving them an aggressive,
of course,
flow that is what people look for in Sway. How important was that to keep that?
I mean, you got to stay true to yourself. I mean, I think my boy Reg said, you know what I mean, shortcuts are often the long way. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you're gonna do a record and cater towards the public desire at that time, you're always gonna miss the boat, because, you know, by the time you release the record, that sound's gonna be gone. If you're staying true to yourself, then that sound is yours forever. You know what I mean? If I get into the studio, when I got in the studio and I was recording, I remember recording the last verse of Still Speeding, and people, you know, being around like, yo, Sway, really? But like, if you want this track to get played on radio with a big hook like that and a big sample, this can get on radio. If you're rapping too fast, they're not gonna understand what you're saying. They're not gonna play it on radio. I had to make that decision that, you know what, I'm not gonna cater it towards anybody's needs other than mine and my fan base. You know what I mean? And my fan base want to hear me rap like that from time to time. They want to hear me just go wild on the stage and just rip off the record, and I did that for them. And fortunately for me, it actually helped gain me more fans.
It did, it definitely did. Because I have a lot of friends at university that never heard of Sway, and now they definitely rock with you. So, can you tell us your top 5 rappers dead or alive?
Top 5 rappers dead or alive. It changes from day to day, but I'd say right now, in my head, I'd go for Eminem, I'd go for Andre 3000, I'd go for Lupe Fiasco, I'd go for Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Yeah, Andre 3000.
Yeah, man, he's incredible.
So, in terms of the album, what do you consider this album to be like a stepping stone into doing a wider fan base? When I think of Sway, I think of someone who can like your hip hop can easily branch out to America and people will feel it in America.
Appreciate that.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, is that what you're looking to do next?
I mean, I've been very fortunate when it comes to American situations. A lot of artists have gone over to America and haven't been able to break America or haven't been able to be accepted. You know, like a year and a half ago, or not a year ago, I received a call from one of my brothers in America, Lupe Fiasco, who's, you know, he's a great friend of mine. He was like, you know, I've got this new album coming, it's called Lasers, and I'd like you to feature in it. And at that point in time, I didn't realize that I was the only rapper on that album. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, I was the only rapper. Not only that, I flew out to New York for the launch, and the album hit #1 in the Billboard. So that's my first actual project that I've had come out in America, and it was on a #1 album. If that's not a great start or a great head start, I don't know what could have been better. And to be co-signed by somebody as magical as Lupe is just an honor to me all the time. You know what I mean? Although we're friends, I'm still in awe of him, and I'm still in awe of his music, and I'm a big fan of what he's achieved. So
feeling like I just won the lotto, pop a bottle and I make them say like I'm your dentist. Keys to the suite, you can call me Alan Sugar. Yeah, we're firing tonight, and I might need an apprentice.
So Sway's like an artist, Sway's a brand, Sway's a businessman. If you're not doing music or business, what does Sway like to do in his spare time?
I love to go theatre, man. I enjoy theatre a lot. I love musicals. I've seen a lot of musicals in the West End. You know what I mean? I like watching films, a lot of box sets. Very into box sets. Anytime I'm on the road, if I'm touring, or sometimes if I get a spare chance in the studio, I'm onto my Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah.
Broadwalk Empire, 24, Prison Break. I liked Lost in the beginning. Kinda, I haven't finished Lost. I won't finish Lost. It got a bit crap. Yeah, so
it went from being serious to like magical. And
it just got a bit too weird for me. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched Heroes. I watched actually one episode of Heroes and I didn't like it. You know what I mean? So I didn't end up proceeding with it. I'm somebody, I find it very difficult to get into new box sets, but once I finally break into it, then I'm in a studio session, I'm recording a verse, and I'm like, you guys are just gonna go out and grab a drink, and then I'm on my laptop watching the next episode. I'm back, it's like a long drink.
Do you know what I can recommend to you? Do you know Game of Thrones?
Oh, I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, do you like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings.
It's like Lord of the Rings on TV.
Yeah.
It is
I heard
amazing.
Spartacus is the next big thing.
Spartacus is hard.
Yeah.
Spartacus is tremendous.
I heard
It's like 300 on TV.
Yeah.
Like
I need Spartacus because I'm a big fan of 300. So I need Spartacus. I think Spartacus, I'm going to do that after I finish Sopranos. I'm on the last season of Sopranos.
Yeah, I'm on like episode 11.
It's taking forever though. I've been trying to watch it for the last 3 weeks, and I just keep getting sidetracked. So, I mean, I just need a single to come out so I can finish Sopranos.
So tell them when the single's coming out.
The single's out on Easter Sunday. That's the 8th of April. It's called Level Up. Make sure you get that.
Cool. Thank you very much,
man. No problem, man. Thanks for your time, man.